Congratulations, you finally made it to 4 p.m. You know what that means. Happy hour. It's time to kick back, relax, and dive into the world of sports with the Young and Norvelle Show. Whether you're catching up on the latest scores, analyzing the big plays, or gearing up for tonight's games, we've got you covered. So grab a cold one, settle in, and let's talk sports. Here they are, Patric Young and Terry Norvelle.
All right, here we go, man. We are wrapping up. Basically, the way I look at it, the final week before it is freaking football game on. Hi, everybody. Terry Norvelle at Brix, Jax Beach, down in Jacksonville Beach. Place is filling up. Happy hour 4 to 6. We'll be here. Of course, the famous Friday ribeye steak special, $12.99, two sides. They also are chasing that with, here we go, grouper. They do a little steak and what do they call that? Surf and turf. Surf and turf, Patric Young, as we welcome PY to the show. This is it, man. To me, college football starts tomorrow. 236 days from Michigan beating Washington back on January 8th. We've gone 236 days until tomorrow. Patric, we have arrived.
That's how many days? Oh, my gosh.
We have arrived, baby. Congratulations. I'm proud of you for fighting through it. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of everybody. Are you ready? Are you ready for college football?
I've been ready. We've been ready probably for months.
Yes.
238 days. Gosh.
238, I think it is, from January 8th till August 31 tomorrow, and it's game on. We'll talk about Florida, Miami. Huge game in Gainesville. I cannot wait to get down there tomorrow and see what happens. Patric, we've got a lot to cover today on the program, including last night's action. Deion and Colorado, they get a win. Some good, some bad. We'll talk about Deion and Colorado.
Yeah.
They are 1-0, but boy, they got pushed by a really good
they did.
new team. That was a good North Dakota State team last night.
Yep.
North Carolina had a really nice road win for the ACC over a Big Ten, but they have a big injury. We'll talk about that. That was tough last night. And I don't know if you noticed this. In a losing effort, man, I was proud of my buddy Kerwin Bell. I got to know Kerwin when he obviously the former Gator great quarterback, and he spent like 9 years as the JU football coach when JU had non-scholarship football. Kerwin's a super guy. I was working there for 2.5, 3 years, so I was his color guy. His play-by-play guy on radio. Got to know Kerwin pretty good. Kerwin Bell last night, he's at Western Carolina. Patric, they're 1AA, right? They're Division II, whatever you want to call it. They gave North Carolina State hell last night. They were leading going into the fourth quarter. NC State warmed down and scored 21 in the fourth, and they won 31 to like 38-21. But man, I was proud of Kerwin Bell and the Western Carolina.
Oh, that's awesome.
Catamounts.
There, the Catamounts. Yeah.
Catamounts.
His son is coaching, and he's doing a hell of a job. He's doing a great job. Cade Bell.
Yeah, Cade has really he's really gotten on his dad's arm and kind of watched and learned. And Cade Bell's a pretty up and coming coach. I think he's an OC now. I think he's on his own. He's and at some point you have to break away from your dad, kind of like Bubba Spurrier did with Coach Spurrier. He went out and hooked up with Mike Leach and other programs. But yeah, Cade Bell. It wouldn't surprise me if Cade Bell, the son of Kerwin Bell, is at a fairly big school in the next 5 to 10 years as a head coach.
Yeah.
As a head coach. Yeah,
as a head coach.
Done it right. He's done it right. Patric, catch us up, man. Friday, what are you doing? Where are you going? You look good. Patric Young, talk to us.
Well, I didn't have anything to really do today until 12. That was kind of nice. I had to go to Discount Tire today to make sure. No, there was no issue.
Oh, okay.
I just needed to get more information for the my coverage people for the truck, so they would pay off the warranty. It was a quick process. And then I had a coaching call today, working on my story and my structure.
Okay.
Really good call. The wheels were turning of creativity, that's for sure.
Nice. I like it a lot.
traffic was so bad coming back. I mean, school's back in session, to say the least. I'm just glad. Hopefully, when we get off the show by 6:15, traffic is calmed down and we can just, breeze our way home.
Where did you get caught at? Do you remember?
Well, I was coming from River City Marketplace, so I had to hop on 295.
Oh boy.
To head all the way down here, and yeah, it was even the bridge. The bridge was slow. Dames Point. It was all.
I tell you, I drive around a lot as you do, and like I was going to the airport this time last week, going out of town for the weekend, and I tell you, Patrick, I mean, I know the road construction people, they do the best they can, and the DOT and all, but Patrick, I will say this again. I've basically lived in Duval County my entire life. I've lived on the West Coast for a year or two, and I've lived in Gainesville, Ocala for a couple of years here and there. But I've lived in North Central Florida, Duval County, Jacksonville. Patrick, there are several areas, 2 or 3, including out by the airport, including I-10, McDuff, that area, Stockton, they call that the Mixmaster. There are 2 or 3 areas in Jacksonville proper that, Patrick, at least 50 of my 59 years on earth, they've been doing road construction. Right. Patrick, constantly.
I know.
For 50 years if they've done it for a day. What's the deal with that? What's the deal?
I know. I think part of it, like there's a amount of money the government allocates towards construction, and if you don't use it all, then they won't give you the same amount the next year. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's true. It sounds like something that would. And then there's regulations on every 10 years. This has to be redone. It's construction is never going to stop.
Hey, I'm telling you, that area of our town where I-10, heading toward downtown, I-10 from the west side goes in. You can go Union Street downtown. You can go Full Warren Bridge and go kind of south side, McDuff, Stockton. That area right there, that 2 or 3 mile stretch, has been under construction at least 50 consecutive years of my life. I'm telling you, Patrick, it's never, ever going to get finished. Ever.
It's ridiculous.
Ever.
It's ridiculous.
It is. Hey, buddy, are you ready, Patrick? Today is week 1. The Terry and Patrick print money picks. You and I are going to have people make money. Do you have your 3 games? Do you know your point spreads and your 3 games?
Nope. I'm going to do them with you there.
Oh boy.
We're gonna do it together. Or you're gonna show me how it's done.
I've got my 3 right here, and what I did, Patrick, and you can do it when you get here if you're heading this way or whenever. I think we should just go to ESPN, college football, and I clicked on odds, and it's got all the games, and it'll have odds. So I've got my 3. I've got my 3 teams, if they're getting points or if they're giving points, and who they're playing. And I've got 5, 10, and 15. We're going to bet 3 games, 5, 10, and 15, each 3, right? And we're going to see how we do every week during college football season. I'm excited about this. Are you? I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I like just the aspect of, because I'm just curious to see what it's going to look like at the end. Because I think at the end we're either going to be busted, neutral, win like 10, $15,
right?
Or lose and just be like right around. So we're gonna be like, man, this is too much stress.
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun because Patrick, we're not really going against each other, but at the end, right. I hope I've accumulated more money at the end of the season than you, right? And I hope I'm on the plus side. But Patrick,
oh man, it's gonna be so funny. The first one of us that goes 0 for 3.
Oh man. Hey, we got a chat. I want to encourage people, if you're watching and or listening to our show here, whatever platform, feel free to go to the chat. They all should funnel to our chat that we should see. We have a buddy says Travis Hunter for Heisman. Boy, he put on a show last night. He and Shador, obviously. And, that's what won the game. Last night, Colorado would have lost that game, except, Patrick, they had the 2 best players on the field. Shador and Travis were the 2 best players on the field, and that was the difference. Boy, Colorado could have easily lost that game last night.
Well, you just didn't see any improvement when you're
No,
especially playing for FCS team. But obviously that team is good. They're I'll give credit to
they are
their
good.
quarterback. He could extend plays. The way that they draw calls up, I think, is more in favor, especially for a running quarterback. But you would have liked to see Colorado's line,
Yeah,
especially on the defensive side, cause a little bit more havoc.
I agree.
You're going against guys that technically shouldn't be, in your weight class. But
I know.
um, yeah, I just thought the game was too close. Offensively, yeah, Colorado seemed to be getting almost everything they want. They in the first half, I didn't like the play call for them going for it on fourth down on their own side.
I agree.
I think it was a kind of
I agree.
macho call of like, man, we're gonna get a first down through these guys,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think it was just too. It doesn't matter if you do something that's too obvious, anybody can stop you.
Patrick, when you were at Florida playing basketball 4 great years, 4 incredible years, very successful under Billy Donovan, I know you caught a game. You probably caught a December game here and there over your 4 years where, yeah, okay, we're playing Georgia Southern, which is Division II, or yeah, it's December 18th and we're playing, a Division II type program. Did you did you have trouble getting up for that? Did you feel like Billy Donovan and the staff had to really reach to for a pregame speech to kind of say, hey guys, these guys, I know they're division.
I would
Talk
say
about
yes and no, but Coach Donovan, he does such a good job of they're not the enemy, we are the enemy. We're
it.
going against ourselves
Okay.
type mindset, and you'll say it doesn't matter who we're playing, we just need to show up in the ways that we've been like to our
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I would say my like Coach Donovan, I think he had a really good balance of it. My coach in Greece, oh my gosh, we'd be playing because look, there's only 4 Greek teams in the domestic league that are actually like decent, competitive.
Right.
The other 14 are awful. All right, awful, Terry.
Yeah.
Awful. Did I use the word awful?
Were they awful?
They were awful.
They were.
So all those in scouting, oh my gosh, man. And we won a game, Terry. One game by 65 points. So I want you to know like that's a
Oh.
lot in a
Oh.
basketball game.
Oh.
And I guarantee you, we scouted just as much for that game as we would have been playing against one of those top 4 teams in the league, where like
Is that
anybody
right?
could actually win.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
So
Wow.
and as we're like, even the veteran guys are just like, man, like,
I
is this
know. I know,
necessary?
Patrick.
They suck.
When I played ball when I played baseball at JU, I was pretty good. We occasionally, and baseball's a little different at the college level. The Division II schools were pretty good. We'd play Florida Southern or Georgia Southern, and they were pretty good, right? So I didn't find my issue, Patrick, and I won't name the high schools because I don't want to diss anybody. But Patrick, I can think back way back in high school, and I was a good player. Obviously, I went on to play at JU. I was a good baseball player in high school over at Ed White. I can remember vividly, Patrick, my 3 high school years. We would play invariably 2 or 3 schools in town weren't very good in baseball, right? They just weren't baseball schools. You know how that is. Some schools weren't basketball schools. Some
Yeah,
schools
yeah, yeah,
weren't
yeah.
football. And I would know it, and we would go play, and I won't name them. There were 2 or 3, and I swear, Patrick, I would go 0 for 4 against those guys. And the
Yeah.
teams we would win 16-3, right? And I would because I did a poor job getting into the game. And I would
Right.
go for 4. Now I would get 2 hits against guys that would go on to pitch in, Division I baseball, but I would go 0 for 4 against the terrible teams because I did a poor job because going to the ballpark, I was like, oh, we're playing XYZ and we're going to win 16-2. I don't, but those stats counted on your stat sheet too.
Right. Yeah. It's a dangerous mindset,
Oh, I hated
and
that.
it's not coming from a place of, that mindset for us isn't coming from a place of, and there's multiple things. It's a respect for the game. You
Absolutely.
know,
Good point.
you know,
Great point.
it is. Part of it, a respect for the
Great.
game is showing up. Doesn't matter who's over there, what's going on.
Great.
like how bad they are. I love this freaking game of baseball, and I'm gonna just love the heck out of it, no matter who's on the other side. Because look, you get to play freaking baseball.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's we're out of school. It's afternoon. It's a beautiful day. I'm playing high school baseball. I won't do it forever. At some point, I'm going to be sludging away at a job at 30 years old. But no, I would go 0 for 4 in a heartbeat against these teams.
Yeah.
And I would leave the ballpark and go, what? And every kid does this. You start running your batting average. You go, damn, I just lost 8 points because I went 0 for 4.
Oh, my gosh.
Or 10 point. You go, come on, Terry. But I was bad about it.
Yeah, I only remember one teammate. I'm sure all the guys look, but I only remember one teammate that was ever like obsessed about his batting average, and he really wasn't that good of a baseball player, and he was worried about that.
I've known a few of those guys. Hey, Pat, we're gonna go to break. I'm gonna ask Zach. Hey, Zach, if you're listening, our producer who does a great job, Patric, have you seen the Nick Saban VRBO commercial yet?
No, not yet. I still haven't seen it yet.
And I hope I don't put you in a bad spot. Zach, are we able to play that now? This is classic Nick Saban. Here we go.
Check-in time is 3.
We can't hear it.
It's 2:55.
Heard it.
I know.
Is this what he's doing?
Why is that?
Have a seat. As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. There's no streaming, only cable television.
Any games for the kids?
No games, no fun. The kids aren't even allowed in the house. That's the rule. There's a great barbecue outside, but don't touch that. How'd you guys get inside? 2 flush maximum per bathroom visit.
Yes, Coach.
You guys got about 10 minutes because this is daddy time in the tub.
Meanwhile,
daddy
at
time.
a Verbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one you have all to yourself.
Oh, my goodness. And Patric, I don't know if you could hear the audio, and we'll get you to listen to that.
No.
That was a wonderfully written VRBO. Basically, Saban is renting his house out as a VRBO. And as Coach Saban, he's got all these rules. He says, sit down, let's go over the rules. Hey, no showers over 5 minutes. Hey, this isn't a spa, he says. Hey, Patric, they're eating breakfast at the gazebo. He's out mowing the backyard next to them while they're trying to relax. It is classic. Nick Saban has got as good a hidden sense of humor as anybody. Oh, that commercial. Patric, you've got to watch it and hear the audio. I know our viewers were able to hear the audio. I absolutely rolled watching that commercial. Really, really good. All right, let's take a break here. One segment in, a long way to go. It is, of course, a Friday edition of the Young and Norvelle Show. I'm set up, and I think Pat's heading this way at Brix, Jax Beach, our Friday home. The $12.99 ribeye special, the Friday special, is famous. They also are chasing that today if you want to go seafood. How about Friday grouper special as well? You can't beat the price, $12.99. And you can even go off menu. You don't have to go with the specials. Great menu here. This will be an absolute blast of a place to hang out this extended weekend and watch football Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They do it right here. Jason Reynolds and the group at Brix, Jax Beach. One down, a long way to go. Love to hear from you on the chat as well. Drop us a question, comment, or thought. We'll try to get to that as we go. We've got our big picks coming up. I've got my 3. Patric is rounding up his 3. We'll give you a chance to win free money off of our knowledge. The Young and Norvelle Show continuing right here on Action Sports Jax.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Brix Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Brix Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Brix Jack's Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
The Action Sports Jax 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice 3-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jax app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jax 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jax Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Gainesville will be on fire. Nothing like a college town the Friday night before a big game. With that, let's get some Jaguar news out. The Jaguars have pretty much set their practice squad. And I won't go over everyone, but I'll throw out some names that you will be familiar with if you're a big Jaguar fan that have made the practice squad for the Jaguars. Christian Braswell, a guy a lot of people thought would make the roster. Braswell, Trey Flowers, Joshua Cephas, Elijah Cooks got released, but he's on the practice squad. Terrell Edmonds just bounced around. Tanner Muse. So some of the bigger names that have been signed to the Jaguars practice squad. There you have it as the NFL. Hey, Pat, what are you ordering? Get me something. You ordering something? Give me something.
You don't eat or drink water. I won't give you anything until I see you drink water for the first time in your life.
What? What are you ordering?
I've never seen you. I'm ordering you some water. That's what I'm doing.
Patrick, I have a water bottle.
I have heard you say, the water, you got 3 waters, your nightstand, and you chug water at night. I've never seen, is that water?
That's ice cold water. It's brown, but it's brown water. We call it Diet Coke water. Patrick, I drink so
Diet
much
Coke.
water, I need a punch in the mouth sometimes during the day, man. Give me a break, man. What are you ordering? I'm hungry. Let's get a steak here.
I'm getting a smoothie. And I'm going to get a steak there. I am absolutely going to get a steak.
A smoothie. I'm not getting the steak. I'm getting off the air.
I was thinking about the grouper. You know?
They're going grouper here. Patrick, tough loss for the Braves yesterday. Oh my goodness! Hey,
Thank you.
Tell her.
Terry, I got you something then.
What'd she do?
There was an accident on one of the smoothies or something, and I got one now, an extra one.
Thank
you. Have a good one.
That doesn't count that you're being nice.
Why not?
You got forced into being nice, is what you did.
I mean, who would not say yes to a free smoothie?
Was she cute? She sounded kind of cute.
Yeah, she's a cute girl, yeah.
All right.
You were nice.
All right.
Terry, you see cute girls all the time at Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah. Everywhere. There's cute girls right
and
here.
Brix. You're at Brix.
At Brix.
It is not sweater weather yet.
No, say that 5 times. Sweater weather. Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Hey, what about our dude yesterday? We gave the Florida tickets to first time.
Yeah, man.
We got home tickets. Man, he was awesome, wasn't he? Fred Stiplin, and man, he was jacked. He's coming from South Florida, big Gator fan, and we'll give away 2 tickets to.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah,
that's pretty cool. We'll figure out how we're going to give them away next week, and man, what a game! What a game coming up tomorrow. Patrick, I think this is about as pick 'em a game as I can remember. I don't know who the hell's winning tomorrow. Miami and Florida. We'll make a pick later, even if it is not one of our games to pick. But I've got my 3. Patrick. You and I are going to do a weekly college, or it can be NFL as well. We can pick whatever on the weekend.
Right.
I will tell you, one of my games is not tomorrow. It'll give it away a little bit. One of my 3 games is not a Saturday game, but it is this weekend. Week 1. Did you hear how the Braves lost yesterday? They're playing the Phillies in their final 4 games, and the Braves are chasing the Phillies. They got 1 crack probably.
Well, before that, just thinking about this game, Cam Ward, the quarterback for Miami, transfer. Right. I think we're giving him too much credit. I think to be prepared. Incarnate Word, and then some other not big name school he came from, and we just think he's going to be the savior for Miami. Yeah. Coming to the swamp where we're like, similar positions with Miami. Sandoval coming on his 3rd year. That's the swamp, and we know Billy Napier coming on his 3rd year. I just think that Florida seems to have a better place with the reliability, knowing how good Graham Mertz was last year.
Yeah.
If Graham Mertz doesn't change and stays the same, that's a 7. I mean, you can win a national championship with a quarterback like Graham, or at least you can make it to the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, Graham Mertz, his play last year, not Florida's play. Graham Mertz's play last year would have fit in perfect with some of those Saban national titles where they had Jacob Coker, they had Greg McElroy, Jacob Coker, some of those guys,
Aaron
McCarron, yeah.
Those game manager guys.
Definitely. Here's the thing about Cam Ward. From what I can tell, Incarnate Word, and then he went to Washington State, right? Wasn't he Washington State? And he put up big numbers, but if you bust his numbers down, and if you watch some of his highlights, which I've done, there's no middle ground with Cam Ward. He's either really good or he's a turnover machine. I mean, I think he's thrown like 30 interceptions in 3 years. I mean,
wow.
He is a feast or famine guy, man. He is a feast.
Any type of fumbling issues?
I think he's put the ball on the ground and thrown it to the wrong guy. Now, when he's hot, he's hot. He's throwing for 450 yards.
Right.
But there's not a lot of middle ground with him, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
He's either lighting you up or he's throwing it to the wrong guy, So we'll see. I was asking, man, tough loss for the Braves. Game 1, 4-game series at Philadelphia. And the Braves went in yesterday trailing by 5. But they got 4 games. Last time they'll play in the regular season chasing the Phillies. Patrick, they're up 4-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. The Phillies are the home team, and the Phillies hit 2 late-game home runs and beat them. That was a tough.
Oh, wow, like that.
Tough loss, game 1 for the Braves. I think that might – and you're running out of games. They only have like 24 games left in the regular season, and they're down 6 now. So that might have been the nail in the coffin. It may be hard to come back now. They got 3 more. Tough. I don't think they're going to win all 3 of the remaining games. Yeah, that was –
That's not getting your heart ripped out like that.
Oof, tough. Yeah, the Phillies hit a 2-run homer and then a 3-run homer to win 5-4 in the 6th and the 7th after trailing 4-0. Ugh. Not good.
Yeah, my buddy, he's a big diehard Braves fan. I know that one hurt.
That
one hurt a lot.
And I know, Patrick, you're getting here. We'll take a break here in a moment. Bouncing
you want
around.
your strawberry smoothie?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? If the cute girl made it for me.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Did she ask about me? She asked about me?
She knew you were on the phone. She knew you were. That's why I got it.
Oh yeah. She could feel me. Hey, did you see where Brandon Ayuk?
Yeah, man. I didn't think he was gonna get that much, but not right?
He got his money. Boy, the wide receiver
$30 million.
The wide receiver divas. They're the divas in the league now, aren't they?
I did not think, and I know they didn't think that they were gonna pay him all that.
No. He got
$30 million a year.
And let me ask you this, Pat. I know you're about to come in here. We'll take a break and we'll get you set up here. I may be speaking from ignorance because I don't know it directly, but from afar, what would you make of the overall career of Russell Wilson? I mean, is he a guy that just had a really good year or two that we thought he was a superstar, but Russell Wilson, what is he? What does Russell Wilson go down as? Was he a flash in the pan? Was he a fluke for a couple of years?
I mean, he had what, 5, 6, 7, 6 good seasons. Good seasons.
Okay, well then I'm wrong.
I think he had about 6 really good seasons at least in Seattle. But his last year was not good, and then going over to Denver, he wasn't good either.
Pat, if he had that many good years, then I'm wrong because to me, Russell Wilson had a couple of really good years, but his overall career, you go, well, was that the outlier? Was he just a guy that had a couple of freakish years?
Well,
because
even last year, man.
Yeah, he's been a Pro Bowler 9 times.
9 times. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just too hard on this guy because, man.
But yeah, the past 2 seasons in Denver were so bad that it almost makes you forget how good it was. So yeah,
maybe, yeah. And I apologize then because then
his first season in Denver was laughable.
And then I look at Russell Wilson, and word is that Justin Fields outperformed him in the preseason. But here's Russell Wilson. It's almost like he gets given all this stuff. But okay, I'm wrong. I guess he was that good that long. To me, it seems like he was only a star for like 2 seasons, and then he just can't get out of the way of a job because he was a star for 2 seasons. If that makes sense, I don't know. Let's take a break, Pat. I know you're trying to get parked here, and we're keeping you in your truck. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I cannot wait. I've got my 3 picks. Week 1, Pat's got his picks. We'll get going, and we're going to try and give you some free money with the 2 smartest guys in sports broadcasting, Patrick Young and Terry Norvelle. That comes up on the other side on a Friday. Of course, we're live at Brix, Jack's Beach.
For those dealing with pain from a sports injury, arthritis, or spine condition, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists offers innovative new non-surgical options. Our regenerative medicine treatments, including platelet-rich plasma and other regenerative treatments, use your body's own restorative cells to aid in treating injuries. These procedures are performed in our offices and typically require minimal downtime. If you want to get back to doing what you love, our regenerative treatment options may be right for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Brix Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Brix Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Brix Jack's Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
It's a new logo, new branding. With Bold City Heating and Air, it's an old school approach. One of the few locally owned and operated air conditioning businesses left in Jacksonville. It's hot, Florida in the summer. You can't do much to avoid it, but you can keep cool with Bold City Heating and Air. It's every customer counts kind of service, from when these trucks have pulled up to my home over the last couple of years and when they pull into your driveway as well. From communication to pricing to the actual service, everyone at Bold City Heating and Air cares about you. You know who is coming to your house. You know they will be well trained, and they will respect your home. Air conditioning convenience at BoldCityAC.com. Stay cool while it gets hot. Bold City Heating and Air can help. Don't get caught sweating all summer. BoldCityAC.com, and they have financing to help. New systems starting at $110 a month and $50 off any repairs. Stay safe, stay comfortable with Bold City Heating and Air at BoldCityAC.com. Homegrown in your hometown.
Tomorrow for ABC, who won the right to the SEC broadcast. Obviously, CBS did not want to continue. They thought the bidding got too big, so ABC won the SEC football rights. As you welcome PY in, let's say, whoa, hello, is that mine? She made that mistake? I don't know if the customers did. Holy cow! Put your what are you on 2? I think. Get settled. Look at this big beast. Where's yours? Where's yours at, Patrick? All right, say hi.
I'm here.
Sound
there we
good?
go.
Too loud.
It's way too loud.
Wow, there you go. There you go. I'm never too loud.
Oh
I always talk good stuff.
Oh my God!
Is this mine? Really?
I must be on the wrong mic.
Are you?
No.
No.
Goodness.
That is.
Turn it down.
Hold on. You're on
that
3.
Way down. Okay, that's down.
He sound right, Zach? Does he sound okay? All right.
My sound is fine. I can just hear you very well.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, you can never hear me loud enough. It's always Terry's always perfect pitch. Pitch perfect.
Hearing damage is permanent.
Hey, look, man, did you bring this? Really? What? Look at there. What do we have here?
I don't know what yours is. Strawberry something.
What is yours?
Mine's
Yours has got tan looking.
It's a coffee cold brew.
All right.
Flavor. I was like, I like coffee ice cream. So
Good over here, man. Get in the picture.
See if I like the smoothie as well.
Get in the picture, man. You know my deal. This is strawberry because it's got a little tinge of strawberry.
Pink.
So she made it wrong and give it to me?
No, I think just the customer just maybe drove off or something. I didn't. I was on the show, so I didn't really interpret everything.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. Somebody drove off. I'll try and get this back to the owner.
Hey, Ben Shelton, go Gators.
Not. All right. Tennis, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? What's new?
Nothing.
What's new?
I don't want to mess up your flow. You were talking about your teams. Yeah, I got to
week
pull that
one.
up.
Week one. When am I gonna do it? We gotta do this. I got my games.
Well, I gotta choose some games. You can start pulling them out, and then I'll tell you right here.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, you got to look. You gotta,
there you go. That's all I needed. Yeah, perfect.
All right, so we'll just take our time and let Patrick.
Are you choosing like a ridiculous game too? Like you're choosing like a look.
I don't think you need to worry about my games. Worry about your game.
I'm just wondering. I'm just asking you for context. Lehigh Mountain Hawks and the Army Black Knights. Like, are you betting on games like that? Like one?
I think you just need to worry about your games.
Oh my god!
Okay? I just don't understand why.
He's no fun.
I don't know why
Zach,
he's worried about my games. You worry about your games. You worry about your game. You worry about your game.
Goodness gracious!
Look,
sakes alive!
Look.
I don't even care to look anymore. You ruined it. I don't even want to see what I don't even want to hear your pick.
La la la.
If that's how you're gonna be,
then I don't
want to.
Not me. It's how he's gonna be. You hear?
I don't want to hear your.
We got
pick.
a marriage counselor here, right here.
If he's going to be that way, I don't want to hear his pick.
Zach, he needs to get on. You need to get on your phone and pull up the ESPN or something and get the games. And
you guys haven't even started making the picks yet to be doing a lot of bickering like this.
Terry's got his picks already written down.
I've got mine. I did my homework. Unlike Patrick, I did my homework. You can tell who is a JU grad, private institution. Academics are important, and the University of Florida just public school.
Because they never take any accountability. That's how you can recognize
any willy-nilly public school person. They just don't do homework. Yeah, Zach. You can tell, right? Zach, moderate here.
I can definitely tell. There's a lot of things going on. I don't really know.
A lot of things going on right now, Zach. Yeah.
All right. First of all, how you doing, my friend?
What is this?
What's up? What do you? Miami's 2.5 point. He wants to know the odds of the game. Miami's 2.5 point favorite. I think it's a toss up. What do you think? Woo, scared to death, man. They need that win. Pat, Florida, Miami. My man wants to know right now. He's about to go make a bet.
Florida will win. I mean, that's just a biased Gator fan saying.
Biased Gator fan. Played basketball. You put any money on the game?
Here we go.
No.
Schedule.
Going to game?
Schedule.
Man, it's gonna be a heck of a game. Toss up, man.
Does this show me spreads?
Yeah, guy lives in Ocala, he says. Slow Cala. I love Slow Cala. You got horses? You got a bunch of horses? Can I have one? I just want one. You got 28. Are they race horses or just?
I'm gonna do one big.
Holy
game.
cow! Have they been in the big races or? The foal you bought? Oh, the farm. Did you hear that? He bought out of Ocala?
Oh, dang, that's awesome.
They had 4 Kentucky Derby winners. Can you put that headset on real quick? Can you tell us the name of the horses? What are the name of the horses? Do you know them? No. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, get a headset.
On.
Everybody's a tough guy until they give him the headset, right? There he goes. There goes my horse guy. Hey, thanks, buddy. Good talk with you.
All right, I got my first pick.
Hey, everybody walks over to the broad. Zach, you hear this too? You're out in the public a lot. Zach, they all Gators this, Jaguars that. Well, okay, well, put the headset on and talk. Back it up. Oh no, Patrick, no, can't do it. Right? Everybody's a tough guy, aren't they, Patrick?
He probably doesn't even have
Zach,
a horse.
everybody's a tough guy, aren't they?
I don't think that guy even has a horse.
He said he owns 4 farms in Ocala.
I mean, I can say that I own 14 different Papa John's restaurants. I don't know.
He staggered out of here like he owned 4 big drinks earlier.
Yeah, I can say that I own the Jaguars. You know what I mean? That doesn't make it true.
I'm with you, Zach.
All right.
All right. Hey, Zach, do you see how the show has just pretty much come to a halt because Patrick Young didn't do his homework and we all suffer? This is when the teacher stands in front of Zach. This is when the teacher stands in front of the class and says, okay, 29 other students, you get crippled today in your knowledge quest because we have to go back over the chapter because Mr. Patrick Young did not read the chapter last night as asked. Zach, you know what I'm talking about? So we're all suffering.
He has no idea.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I literally was that kid and I never did my homework.
Well, I got 2 selections so far.
All right. And I'll write them down. We'll keep them going on this. But I got my 3. See my 3? Don't you look yet. And by the way, we can have the same game. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not doing the same games. I'm trying to.
You don't know what games I got.
So what is the format? Just to be clear, the format is that you are each picking 3 games each week, and you're going against the spread.
We're going with the spread. Yeah, we're using the spread. And whatever the spread is the day we pick them. And we put 5, 10, or 15 on each game.
Right.
And we're going to see where it goes.
And we're operating under the assumption that like all the odds are just like even, like you double up if you win.
Yeah, we're not going to say what $5 would have won.
No.
Yeah,
it gets too complicated.
If you get the game right and you put 5 on it, you're plus 5.
All right.
Next week, right? And we're starting at 100.
All right, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. By the way, we got Brent Beard coming up at 5 o'clock. So can we take this to the top of the hour, Zach?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, here we go. And we got some comments here. Justin Fields is better than Russ. I agree with that. Do you think, blah, 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 isn't Florida top 10 in education in public? Yeah, sort of, but we're private school. And Mike says the pressure. Yeah. Okay.
I just think that
you didn't do your homework. I just know that.
Russell,
you don't deserve to win.
It's Russell's job to lose.
All right. You don't deserve to win. Okay, here we go. I need to write yours down. This is the official, okay?
You're right.
Game number 1, who do you have? Tell us the game. What are the odds?
I'm choosing one big game.
Right. So what do you got? Game 1.
Clemson at UGA.
Okay, who are you taking?
And they're favored by. Let me talk. I can do this.
Don't have to be so mean. Jeez. Got feelings too, you know.
So Clemson at Georgia, it's favored for Georgia to win by 11.5.
Okay.
I think Georgia's going to win by more. They're going to win by 11.5. So I'm putting $15.
So you are
Georgia
taking
over Clemson.
You're taking Georgia minus 11.5. Okay. 0.5 Clemson.
Yep.
And how 5, 10, or 15?
15.
Whoa. So the dogs need to roll. Okay.
We'll
so
roll.
that's your
Easy
first
roll.
one. I'll give you my first one. And I went off the grid a little bit, but I'm smart, and there's reasoning. I'm taking Nevada. Nevada is minus 8.5. They're giving up 8.5 at Troy.
Okay.
Now, you may say, Terry, why the hell did you pick? Because I'm smart.
It's not that you're saying they won't win, but you don't think they're going to win by 8.
They're going to win by more than 8.5.
Okay.
And here's why I'm taking Nevada over Troy. I'm a little bit worried Nevada coming into the sweatshop known as it's at Troy.
Yeah.
Troy, Alabama.
Alabama, yeah.
Yeah, I worry about that a little bit. But here's why I'm taking Nevada. Nevada already has a game under their belt.
Okay.
They lost last week to SMU, who's pretty good. But they've played a game. Troy has not. Give me Nevada giving 8.5 at Troy. So you got one game. I got one game.
I like it.
Patrick Young,
That's a good pick.
your second game. What do you got?
I like this one because
this is really good, by the way.
It is. That's good.
Wow.
That's awesome. I
Holy
I didn't remember the name. I'm glad you like it.
Mm.
I got UNT, North Texas, at San Antonio, USA,
Okay.
and they are San Antonio's favored to win by 6.
Who are you taking?
I'm taking San Antonio to win $10.
So you're taking, give me that University of Texas, UTSA.
Yes, USA. What's USA?
No, that's South Alabama. You're taking University of Texas.
It's South Alabama then. Yeah, it's South Alabama.
Oh, okay. So you're taking South.
Oh, yeah, that's sure South. That's their logo. Yep, South Alabama Jaguars.
And they're giving or getting?
They are going to win by minus 6, so they're giving 6.
So minus 6 over who?
UNT in as in North
Texas.
North Texas.
Okay, so Patrick's number 2 game, he is giving 6 points.
$10.
But he's taking South Alabama, giving 6.
I'd rather put 5 on that one.
All right, so you're giving 6, taking South Alabama over North Texas. And you said 5?
Yeah, 5.
Okay, so my second pick. And you may say, well, Terry, did you not watch last night's game? North Dakota State, which is a power in Division II, they near about beat Colorado. Probably should have.
Did we choose the same game?
No. Just don't look.
Okay.
I don't want you to look. Look, there's a little bit of a wall right here. I'm building a wall. Quit peeking, even though you're tall. Quit using your height over there.
LSU, USC.
Stop. God dang it. Anyway, my second
That's
game.
good. That means you got good handwriting.
My second game is I am taking Oklahoma State, giving 9.5 against South Dakota State. Last night was North Dakota State. They're both ranked 1 and 2 in their division. They're both really good. You may say,
South
Terry,
Dakota State's better.
You may say, Terry, why are you doing this? I think Oklahoma State, when it's over, will win more. They've got maybe the best running back in the country, Oak State, Ollie Gordon. He came back, and I think one of the deals, Mike Gundy and him probably cut each other and said, hey, if I come back, Coach, I really want to win that Heisman Trophy. Well, I'll tell you what, Ollie, if you come back, we're going to pump you some carries. And I think when it's over, give me Oklahoma State winning over South Dakota State, who's a good team, more than 9.5. That's my second game, and I've got 10 on that.
Well, I got the third game as the same one, but I'm taking San Diego State or South Dakota State.
You're taking them in the points.
I'm taking them because Oklahoma State's going to win, but I think they'll win by a touchdown or 3 points.
Ooh, I like that. So you're taking plus.
It's
9.5.
Mine is -9 on
No,
ESPN.
you're plus 9.5.
It was -9 on here.
Yeah. But I'm saying your
plus,
team is plus. So you're taking San Diego, South Dakota State plus 9.5 over Oaks. Wow.
I got 10. Mine is plus 10 or -10.
We got to have the same amount.
The line OK State -10 on ESPN.
I picked it 2 days ago at 9.5.
Well, it's 10, Terry. As of now, as on ESPN, you told me to look. You got the link. You got the link. Refresh it.
All right. Okay.
Refresh it.
So wait a minute. So I've got to go to 10 as well. So I'm gonna put 10.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So that's kind of cool.
You're still yeah. That's
we
funny.
got the same game now.
You're still right with your logic on why you do, but it doesn't mean that they're gonna.
Okay. So
win by a lot.
my third game. So that's your 3. You've done your 3, right? I got 1/3 game. My last game, Patrick, is not tomorrow. It'll be Sunday. I will take LSU giving 4 points to beat USC in a neutral site game. You like that pick?
I love that.
I love that pick. I think LSU will win by double digits. I'm all in with LSU. I think they'll win by double digits. And by the way, LSU has whatted the bed season opener.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it again.
Do you think Lincoln Riley? He's warm.
Good.
He's warm seat. Pretty warm because their defense sucks.
I think
their defense is awful.
Yeah, another 2 more disappointing years. He
doesn't have, but does he have
his star is
Baker? Does he have a Kyler Murray? Does he have a Caleb Williams? I don't think so.
I don't know. How do you feel?
I feel good about him.
So, your points are 10. You have to have 10 because you've already got a 15 and a 5.
My 10 is the last one.
So 10, and I've got 15 on LSU.
You feel good about it.
And USC. So there you have it. We got one common game. Week 1's in the books, my man. Week 1 is in the books. You excited? You nervous?
No. I mean, just
we're starting at 100.
The same level of excitement that I have in anticipation for every season.
We are starting.
When we get out there tomorrow, we're just gonna feel football, feel community, feel just anticipation and just all those emotions. You're just gonna feel it.
Did you when you were a student at Florida, when you were playing basketball, you were a student at Florida? Did you go to all the big home football games?
No.
Why? Sometime you were in Jacksonville.
Too high.
Sometime you were in Jacksonville, but you watched
at
them.
School, right?
Yeah, when you were
I watched all the games. I just didn't go. I went to a lot more games. The most games I went
Where
to
would
was
you
my
watch?
freshman
Would
year.
you stay in your dorm and watch, or would y'all go somewhere?
Dorm. We go somewhere. We might have practice, so can't even watch the game.
No, Billy Donovan did not have you practice.
We would have practice.
Stop.
We'd be able to watch the kickoff right after practice.
Billy Donovan did not have Florida basketball practice on Saturday when the Gators were playing LSU at home or what? No, he did not. Stop it, Patrick. Stop it. He did not.
Coach Donovan didn't. He did that for Florida Georgia games. He did not want us going down there, so he made sure we had practice, double practice on that.
Before or
he didn't want us out there at all.
You got to watch the game,
which I don't blame him.
You got to watch the game. Now, were you a guy that was going out late night after the big Saturday night game? And
yeah, we all went out after.
Was it crazy?
Home games
at the young places.
Yeah. Yeah, Techno Tuesdays,
Yeah.
man. Those were some times.
You know what I did?
And it's so ridiculous.
I would go home and study.
Couldn't.
Is what I did.
Yeah,
on
you go to
Saturday.
the library.
I would exactly.
They had a library at Florida State.
The late night library.
The late night library.
So they could tell their parents, "No, Mom, I'm at the late night library." With that in the background.
It was a place where you could bring your own bottle.
Yeah, I've heard of those places.
But if you brought your product.
Yeah, I've heard of those places.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Interesting.
Well, that way, you can't bring it in. An under 21-year-old person obviously can't. Theoretically, can't bring a. But you can't purchase a bottle of wine.
You're 4 years. What was that, Zach?
Oh, I was gonna say if you had to bring your own bottle, that means that they go fully unclothed there, right? Isn't that the rule about the establishment? Am I missing something here?
Oh, he's talking about the nudie bars. Yeah.
If you gotta bring your own bottle,
bikinis. It's a bikini club, but if
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I've never, and I'm dead serious about.
Not that I would go to a place like that.
No, and people are gonna laugh and say, "Yeah, right, Terry." Dead serious about this. I've never been a nudie bar guy. The whole concept doesn't work for me. I just,
no, it's not
you know
my
what
favorite.
I
I
mean?
feel you.
And traveling over the years with guys, particularly the sporting events, right, and covering the sporting events and working, half your guys, that's all they want to do is get landed, get in the hotel, and get out to a new. I'm like, Zach, are you a big nudie? Were you a big? I know you're married now. Were you a big? I was never a nudie.
I've only been a couple times just for like bachelor parties, and it's not really like my forte necessarily.
Yeah,
but I am aware of the rule with the bringing your own alcohol.
Oh, did someone say Mons Venus? What?
Hey, what? Are we in Tampa? Tampa? What? Who said that? Who said that? What is Mons Venus? Is that like an astrology place or something? Yeah.
It's
yeah, for sure.
By the way,
it's animation.
By the way, covering games in Tampa and like I said, with media and stuff,
and ruin your life going there.
And having buddies,
you will risk it all.
Hey, it's funny you said that. I can remember coming out of that place a couple times with buddies that just loved it, right? And loved those kind of. Dude, I'm dead serious. The parking lot at Mons Venus, after it closed and you have to leave, is a scary place, dude.
Really?
A scary place.
Because guys are just waiting to try and talk to these girls after. And
there's that. There's guys that kind of control the girls, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
There's you think a deal's going down for some white powder over in that area. Dude, the park, ooh. And I'm like, dude, this is not my scene, and I want to be in my hotel room, you know. Oh, I had buddies that just, when we traveled, they loved nudie bars. I've never been a nudie bar guy.
No.
The whole concept, and I don't know.
What did you think of the game last night?
Which one? Deion's?
Deion, yeah. Too close, man.
Yeah. I don't think they're much better.
No.
They had the two best players on the field, so why they won. And that was it.
Travis Hunter, man, if he's gotten bigger, you can see that he's got.
I mentioned how good this is.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. And I hadn't weight. Is this fattening? Because, dude, I'm doing good right now. I've lost a few pounds.
I don't think so.
This is
it probably does have real sugar in it, unlike your Diet
That's really
Coke.
good. And yours is what, coffee?
Yes, and it is good.
It's really good.
Hey, what a match.
It was a fun game. It was a good game. It was competitive. And didn't you know North Dakota State came to play? I mean, They were good. They are good. Anybody at that level that beats them is going to be good.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
That little quarterback was
That's
scrappy.
why, I'm really interested because South Dakota State is ranked higher than North Dakota State is actually number 4.
Is that right?
In the preseason this year, which is like, okay, if South Dakota State is better,
I know.
Then I need to see what, I need to see them out there.
I know. But, I mean, to the naked eye last night, you could not watch that game on television and go, that's the higher level than this guy. I mean, they look the same, right? Wouldn't you say that? I mean, they look the same. It wasn't like, man, they're JV and they're varsity. I thought it was I thought if you changed uniforms, you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't think the way they played. No, not at all. And in North Dakota State, man, they were playing that possession game in the first half, weren't they?
They really were. What do you call it? The time of possession?
It was, and part of that was because Clyde Rowland scored fairly quick in the first 2 drives.
I was a little surprised it wasn't an absolute jam-packed sellout. And I know they end up going 4-8. They end up going 4-8, but anyway. Let's take a break. 1 hour down, 1 to go. I think we're going to have Brent Beard on the other side. Brent will come on, spend some time with us, and we'll set up the weekend. I mean, it is here now. It is here. There are games tonight, nothing really of substance. And I think as we break, Patrick, I think it was an error on somebody's part not moving their game, a marquee kind of game, to tonight. You could be kind of the standalone.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of games.
It'd be nice to be the standalone,
but there's nobody.
the standalone big time game.
There's not a big time game tonight.
I know, right?
I don't think, unless I've missed it. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more. Brent Beard joining us, talking college football, Florida, Miami. We'll get your pick, my pick, and Brent's pick on the big game in Gainesville tomorrow. Stay with us on the other side.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Brix Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Brix Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Brix Jack's Beach.
For over 20 years, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has been providing the highest level of orthopedic and spine care to patients throughout Northeast Florida. Now, we're making that same great care even more convenient with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Direct, a walk-in clinic where you can be seen for pain or injuries with no appointment needed. Staffed by orthopedic physicians and specialists, we offer everything from diagnosis and treatment to imaging and bracing, all with no appointment needed. For more information, hours, and locations, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
Summertime means sizzling sales at Nimnick Buick GMC. The #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville has lots of inventory to choose from with their best price guarantee. Nimnick never charges above MSRP. You can save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierras or get rates as low as 1.9%.
You know, I'm a truck guy. GMC Sierra, my trim level is an SLT. This one's an Elevation. Pretty good looking color as well. So here at Nimnick Buick GMC, you have a lot to pick from. My father-in-law, he drives this, an Enclave, so I feel like that GMC in the family. 2025 is coming around the corner, which means it's almost time to close out those 2024s this summer.
You can schedule a test drive at NimnickBuickGMC.com, and while you're there, check your trade value and customize your payment options. Nimnick is there for you, even on Sundays. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Time to get really deep into, well, that sport, which will be crawling in that stadium. Is that the bell tower?
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It's a Leaning Tower. That's in Italy.
Yeah,
we went to Italy.
It's the swamp Pisa. So Pisa swamp.
I think you're telling a lie, Patrick.
I am not telling the truth. I am not telling. I am making
your nose, Patrick. Your nose is getting longer. That big old nose of yours is getting longer.
Have you ever eaten frog legs?
No, I don't ever want to eat frog. You can have all my frog legs. You can. Let's just get that on the table.
And I know that was random.
Right
I
now,
saw it on the TV, and I was like,
I mean, frogs are pretty cool, right? They kind of ribbit, right? But anybody sit there and look, hey, see that slimy frog? Let's cut its legs off, fry them, and eat them.
how'd they figure that out?
Ooh.
I guess I bet it was bred from desperation, survival. They realized you can't eat all the body parts because that's just organs and nothing.
Yeah.
All their
Some of
muscles
those
in their
frogs
legs.
will kill you, right? Aren't they
Oh,
poisonous?
Yeah, for sure. They're not aggressive, I don't think, but
No.
they like this the poison dart frog. That's the one that's the ones that are really pretty.
The what?
It's the poison dart frog. You've seen them before. They're really pretty. They're only found in like the tropical.
That's just like they should just
They
call
got the
that
dots
the
in there.
woman frog because a lot of the women are really pretty, but they'll kill you.
Oh, yeah,
right.
you're right.
As we welcome Brent Beard to the show,
He's laughing
right,
too
Brent?
hard. Brent's
That's
laughing.
the woman frog. Let's call it.
Look, man.
Yeah, I think we can all say amen to that to a degree. And by the way, the TCU Horned Frogs, how about that as a segue?
And what do they do? Kind of like that?
Oh yeah,
That's
that's the thing.
Yeah,
Horned frog.
yes, they've got the late game with Stanford tonight.
Okay,
which
they
is
make a
interesting.
bounce back.
I heard you guys talking about the Colorado game. What needs to be said in that game too is that was a horrendously officiated game.
Oh, it really was.
For one thing, they let probably maybe as many as 30 seconds run off the clock when they should have stopped the game. They missed a late targeting call on North Dakota that would have made a difference. And one thing that's almost been ignored. Do people understand? North Dakota was throwing the ball to win the game, and they got the ball down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
4-yard line.
4. Hail Mary, they caught it at the 4.
Wow.
Yeah. Brent, I think a lot of times last night, obviously you had, and I call it Division I, Division II, Division III, okay, whatever you want to call it. Last night you had a classic Division I, Colorado versus Division II, North Dakota State. I think at times those games are hard to officiate for the crew because I think there's a slight difference in level of how games are officiated. I don't know how I can prove that, but I think
could be
a total hold in Division I with
Right.
that crew might not be. We let that go. I think they're kind of.
It shouldn't be,
but I still think it's kind of hard, a little bit difficult. But
maybe.
What about North Dakota State, man? You knew they were going to play hard. They played well, man. They're good.
That quarterback
They really are
awesome.
They're good.
That just helps them on down the line. And South Dakota State is another team that's really good.
Yeah.
Also, now Colorado plays Nebraska next week, so reality may really start to hit. But man alive, that's two teams, particularly Nebraska, that need a win really in the worst sort of way.
I didn't think, and guys, y'all chime in. I didn't think Colorado looked any better than they did in their last 8 games last year. They had the two best players on the field that won the game.
Yeah.
I didn't think they looked very
Hey,
good.
you've got to wonder if Travis Hunter, because he's going to make a bunch of plays defensively, if he's not out there on the defensive side, how much worse are they?
Yeah.
Like if he was only a one-way guy.
Yeah.
And, next week, the last thing Matt Rule needs, he's trying to rebuild Nebraska, and I think he's the right guy. I really do. And they've got their 5-star quarterback they were handling the job to, Riola, who committed to Georgia and went to Nebraska. I tell you, man, Nebraska really needs that game. I think Deion and the boys are up against it next week. I think Nebraska's going to be laying for them.
Oh, yeah. I know that. And by the way, Nebraska will not have Jeff Sims either. Wanted to mention that.
That's
too.
a good thing, and I hate to say it because he's a local kid, but Jeff Sims can't play dead in the Western. I mean, he's just a guy, man. I feel bad for the kid, but he's just a guy.
Can't play dead in the Western.
Yeah, how about that? Brent Beard, let's start with Clemson, Georgia tomorrow noon. ABC jumps right into it. Boy, ABC throws a triple header at you tomorrow as they've got their new shiny toy, the SEC.
Yeah.
They're throwing Georgia at noon, Florida at 3:30, and Texas A&M at 7:30.
Whew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Do we know yet?
No, we don't.
I thought Pete Thamel reported earlier this week that Etienne would not play.
Yeah.
Now we think he might play.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't play, I think that's a storyline because Georgia would be down to their third string tailback. Brent, what do we think is going to happen with Etienne in Georgia?
Well, we probably won't know until game time, frankly. Look, if that was good point, too, if he was going to play, that'd be all over Twitter all day long, and
Right.
it has not been. So that tells me that he has not announced that as of yet. So the thing that's going to help Clemson and keep them in the game is their defensive line. I mean, they've got a guy named Peter Woods who escaped somehow from Alabama and Auburn.
Yeah.
And he's at Clemson, so that's going to help. I still don't think Cade Klubnik. I think he's better. I think Riley helped him as the offensive coordinator. Will make a difference, guys. But I still think before it's over, Georgia wins this game by at least double digits, if not 14-17. And look, all these people are saying, well, Georgia doesn't have a pass rusher. Georgia doesn't have the defensive tackles they need. They don't have the depth in the secondary. And still everybody's picking them to win the game and win the national championship.
How about that? Patrick, I'll throw this to you. Brent, I want you to comment as well. The situation with Etienne, if he plays tomorrow, yet is then the word is he's going to get a 1-game suspension internally. Okay, internally it means Kirby has said we've got to at least suspend him. We've kicked a couple guys off the team.
Right.
We got to at least suspend this guy 1 game. If he gets a
is suspending a guy a half, is that enough?
It's been done before.
I know.
Quarter. But guys, if Etienne gets suspended a game, but it's not game 1, I think that will be a horrific look for Kirby Smart, who already has kind of some black eyes in the court of public opinion. Brent, it sounds like he might play tomorrow, but that would be smelly. The pick and choose suspension. Well, is that really a suspension if you don't play against Samford or Mercer, right? I mean, Brent, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it would be embarrassing, but the truth of the matter is that's not going to bother Kirby. Kirby's just interested in winning games.
You wouldn't do that, right?
No.
Frankly, no. I'm with Terry and you, Pat. I think he will. I think he will be suspended. But they've got the rousing Tennessee Tech, not Tennessee, but Tennessee Tech next week. So what they may do is they may just hold him out a half, not say anything about it, said, well, it's been handled internally, and on we go.
Yeah. I'll tell you one of the classic. I don't mean to throw Florida in here, and I'm not bashing Florida. I'm the biggest Gator fan in the world. But do you guys, and I'll piece this together, Brent, you can help me out. You may remember this. Way back in the Florida Ron Zook era, Zook was the coach for 3 years. Was it Channing Crowder? One of the Florida, I think it was a linebacker. It might have been Channing Crowder. One of the Florida great players.
Yeah.
Defense. He did something off field and was suspended. And it was, I think it fell Tennessee week.
Okay.
Which is a monster game.
Right.
And I think one of the Hurricanes came through and the game got moved.
Oh, wow.
So Zook went ahead and played. What did he do? He was going to get suspended for Tennessee.
Yeah.
But he actually got suspended for Tennessee Tech or whoever because right, Brent? Remember?
Oh, wow.
So it was so classic. Or vice versa. Somehow.
The NCAA would have needed to step in to make that happen.
So, Brent, you remember that? Somehow Zucker got the star player suspended against Tennessee Tech because, I said because the media was going, well, he's supposed to be suspended against Tennessee to show something. And I mean, well, that got moved. And Zook said, no, we said he's going to be suspended the next game. The next game became.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that? That was classic.
Yeah. And for the Zucker, the bottom line was, well, he has served his suspension, and we're going ahead to the next game. Yes.
Oh God, but it's going to be interesting. Well, where this will come into play at is, let's assume he does. Let's assume ETN does get suspended for tomorrow's game. He's out. Roderick Robinson, their backup, who didn't have a whole lot of experience, is out with injury. Georgia could go into the Clemson game with a third and fourth string running back that really have no experience. And you know what? Running the ball is pretty instinctive, but holding on to the ball is not in a game.
Right.
Picking up pass rush, sometimes you.
Man, that's tough. It's a tough job.
The game could go fast for these guys. And that Brent, that could be a storyline if Georgia's forced to play their third and fourth string running backs that have never picked up a blitzing linebacker on national TV with 90,000 and a good team coming at you.
Yeah.
It could be a storyline, right, Brent?
It is, and they'll first go to Branson Robinson and Roderick Robinson. Now, both those guys are Nick Chubb-like. That they're almost as muscular as Patric Young is. That's what I'm trying to say here. So I mean, they've got backs. But to your point, and Cash Young is another guy I've heard. That's a great name, isn't it?
Cash.
Well,
Brent, I think Roderick Robinson is injured and out. I think he's 2 on the depth chart, and I think he's already been ruled out. He's got an injury. So I think if ETN doesn't go, they're down to Branson Robinson, who's a big, thick kid. He hadn't played much football. And then Nate somebody. They don't have a lot of guys. If ETN's out and the backup is injured, they're deep on that depth chart, man.
Yeah.
Deep on that depth chart.
Well, and that brings into play Carson Beck and these receivers really lighting this thing up. But here's the reality. If you don't have a lot of depth in your running backs, what you want is one of the best offensive lines in the nation, and they've got that. Their offensive line could create holes for the three of us, and we'd be able to gain 5 yards at the pop. So I think that's what saves them in that situation.
Interesting, but that'll be a fun one. Brent and I talked. I don't know if we did, Patrick. Going back, ABC, man, tip of the hat. They bid a ton of money to steal, not steal, but just get the SEC.
Yeah.
How about Georgia Clemson? They're throwing a triple header at you tomorrow.
Yes.
Georgia
Isn't
Clemson.
that ultimately Disney? Isn't Disney on?
Yeah. Oh, they own everybody. Yeah. But Georgia Clemson at noon, Florida Miami at 3:30, Texas A&M and the national brand Notre Dame, and CBS. By the way, they got out of the bidding. They said we just can't get in. It's $300 million minimum. CBS will have 2 games tomorrow. They'll go up against Florida Miami with Ohio State Akron.
Yeah.
And they'll go up against Texas A&M Notre Dame with who was that night one? It was UCLA Hawaii. Yes. Oh, Brent Beard.
Yeah. And by the way, I am kind of impressed that ESPN and ABC, they're using that old original theme from that really was pretty good. Not as good as the iconic CBS theme, but the one they're going to do, I think, is good. So that
have you heard it?
Still haven't heard it.
And Brent, I've heard it. We've got it. We could get to it, but I don't think we'll be able to
do
hear
you like
it.
Or do you still got to grow on you a little bit more?
I'm fine. It ABC let it out yesterday, so it went all over the internet, and it's getting bashed. But because it's new, I think you got to. As Brent said, ABC used to do college football, right, years ago, and they had this theme song, and it was good. Well, they took that theme song and reorchestrated it. Is what they call it. They reorchestrated it. To me, it's fine. You guys give it a chance. You got to give it a chance.
Yeah,
now, here's the question. I think I know the answer. CBS owns they own that property. CBS still does games,
right?
But obviously, Brent, CBS has to come up with a different song too, right? You can't play that because it says SEC basically, right?
But you rather not play it than try to sell it to, I think I'd rather sell this, and I will charge a $300 million for that song.
But Brent, don't you think CBS, they can't play the old song because when you hear it, you think SEC, and they're not SEC anymore.
Yeah, you do.
You got to put that on mothballs.
I'm not sure they care though. I've heard that they're probably going to play it. Now that would be.
You think so?
Yeah, wow. that would be interesting. But by the way, I looked up Roderick Robinson. He has been sidelined after toe surgery.
There you go. I thought so.
So it's going to be a while before he gets back.
Yeah, Georgia could be on their third string running back, and again, a false start here.
Sure.
A missed block there.
Yeah.
A fumble. I mean, that's a big game tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a big game. Absolutely.
That is a big game to be thrust into.
Kirby Smart's got his guys ready though.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be. He brings those guys in, young guys that know what the standard is, and they've been pushing each other in practice. So I don't think there's going to be that great of a drop off. Yeah, the pressure's going to be there, but I'm sure Kirby Smart's been pressing the heck out of those guys.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Brent Beard, a couple minutes. We'll keep you around another segment. Let's kind of kick around a little bit. Texas A&M and Notre Dame. A really kind of an easier game, I think, for the home team because it's Elko's first game. Of course, it'll be stirred up in College Station. The place will be packed.
Yes.
But A&M is just getting going with their new regime. Boy, I think this game for Notre Dame, even though they don't have a very hard schedule, it's a lot like Florida's. Boy, Notre Dame really needs that first win.
They do.
If they go out and get an L against A&M, even though their schedule is easy, man, Marcus Freeman, he'll be like 19-9 going into his third year. I think Freeman needs that game tomorrow bad.
It would have been helped if they won the bowl game he had when he took over. It would have been nice for him to win.
Yeah.
They lost that one though.
Well, now they have got NIU, Purdue, Miami of Ohio. Now Louisville could give them some problem. Stanford, my stars, Georgia Tech may be the team that gives them more problem than anybody does. They do have FSU and they do have Southern Cal at the end of the year. So to your point, it's a very manageable schedule. But yes, A&M may be one of the few teams that ends up the top 25 at the end of the year. If they're going to get in the playoff, that is one thing they need. And again, what we got to remember, they're not in a conference, so they're not going to win the playoffs and get anything automatic. But
yeah, they got to get a bid. They got to get a bid.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not like they could go. I guess you could theoretically do this. It's not like Notre Dame could go 9-3, but get into their conference playoff and win it and get in.
That's what hurts them.
They got to win straight up.
Yeah,
they got to win straight. Brent, hang tight. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're obviously wrapping up hour number 2 on a Friday. I want to get into FSU. Their Monday night game. We're off on Monday. We're taking Labor Day off, so we will not visit again until Tuesday, Brent. So let's get into what your thoughts are on FSU Boston College Monday, and of course Florida Miami. We'll make some picks. We'll decide who we think is going to win tomorrow in Gainesville, and what I think is a razor thin margin between these two teams. That and a whole lot more. He's Brent Beard. This guy's Patrick Young. I'm Terry Norvelle. Stay with us. A lot of good college talk on the other side. The Young Norvelle Show from Brix. Jack's speech continues after this quick timeout on Action Sports Jacks.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Brix Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Brix Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Brix Jack's Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
The Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice three-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jacks app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jacks Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 143-2579.
Hey, again, just a quick reminder. We mentioned it a moment ago. No show on Monday. Obviously, Labor Day. We're going to give our entire crew the day off and hit it on Tuesday. Patric Young, Terry Norvelle, Brent Beard joining you here. We'll take it to the top of the hour. And I'll bring that up because we will not really visit until Tuesday. So that's why we kind of worked in Florida State, Boston College. Boy, Brent, you remember that game a year ago, Boston College. As the game played out, Boston College probably should have won it in the fourth quarter. FSU jumped out early, and BC just hung around and hung around. They had fits for that quarterback who's back for Boston College. And, Brent, I'm intrigued because BC has an NFL coaching staff, including Bill O'Brien, and it's not a modern NFL staff where run-pass options kind of in. Bill O'Brien and Doug Marone's an analyst on that staff, big, strong offensive line guy, punch you in the mouth. I think Boston College looked at that game against Georgia Tech and said, boys, first and foremost, we might just be able to punch these guys in the nose. I think FSU's got to stand up on the lines of scrimmage, Brent, Monday night. Well,
that's the key to the game, without a doubt. Really, there are two of them. FSU's front line. On game day, Pete Thamel comes on, says FSU's front line's the best in the nation. Well, they certainly weren't against Georgia Tech. And look, those guys were better than what they did. They certainly played some uninspired ball, but give Georgia Tech a lot of credit for what they did. I mean, that front line, they had 6 tackles the whole game combined and none for loss. I mean, that's terrible for a defensive line. And the other thing they've got to be able to do is, and I don't know if we have answers for this, but Pat and Terry, they've got to get something out of DJ Uiagalelei.
Yeah.
That and it may not be there now. Hakeem Williams, their wide receiver, who's been out, he is supposed to go this week. Sean Murphy, their linebacker, is supposed to go this week, so that will help them. But again, remember, we've said this many times by now. Florida State didn't necessarily beat themselves. They had 0 turnovers and 1 penalty. Right. Should be able to win, guys, if you've got that. So that's the 2 keys: that defensive line playing better, and them finding something that DJU can be successful in.
Yeah, they got beat at football.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that he wasn't solid. I just don't know if the play calling really was best for winning that game that put DJU in the best place to win that game.
Could be, and without having the all 22, it's hard to tell. Was anybody open, or to me, DJU threw every pass to number 10.
Yes.
Was he locked? He's
the only guy that's open.
Was he the only guy that was open? And then I don't know what the structure is, but there was that shocking stat from that game. DJU, 20-something passes, 25 of his 35 were at or behind the line of scrimmage.
Really? That many?
Yeah, yes. And a little bit of passing. They got about 190 through the air, but to break it down, 80% was after the catch run, not the ball traveling.
Right. That's,
which shrinks the field.
Yeah.
The defense goes, you're not going to throw it. You're not going to throw it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I will say this,
a high
though.
Number.
I will say this, man. If something crazy happened Monday night and BC goes in there and wins a game and wins a physical game, well, then the prescription's there 100%. Then Florida State's considered soft. And the rest of that schedule, the last thing the Noles need, is to drop the Boston College game and then be heading into Memphis, because that will be Memphis. That'll be their Super Bowl. That's where Coach Norvelle came from. His first lieutenant is the head coach that got elevated, Silverfield. Brent Beard, it's a desperate game in Tallahassee Monday night, or this season could spiral quickly out of control.
And look, I'll be interested to see how much energy there is in that stadium. Are they going to have a decent crowd with knowing that you got to go to work the next day after Labor Day?
Yeah.
But to Terry's point, Memphis is very capable of beating them. I think Memphis makes the playoffs as a number 12 seed. Okay. And I'll tell you this, guys, this Hennigan quarterback from Memphis, he's better than DJU.
Yeah, they're good. Memphis has got a good, tough team. Don't sleep on that game Monday night. And boy, FSU, do not run into the locker room at halftime and be trailing or have that game in hand, because FSU goes 0-2 with Memphis coming up. It could get out of hand. Brent Beard, Patrick Young, Terry Norvelle, the big game is in Gainesville. Brent, your overall thoughts? A lot of storylines. Is the home crowd enough? Is that the deciding factor? Are these two teams that close? What are your thoughts, and who do you think wins, Brent?
I think Florida wins. I do think, and I'm not a big one for intangibles, but I think this crowd will unnerve Kim Ward, at least certainly in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's never played in front of 92,000, frankly, on any kind of consistent basis. So that's going to make a difference. The Rodriguez guy, but I'll tell you this: if you're looking at two things to determine who's going to win this game, at the end of the game, look at Cam Ward's stats and look at the rushing yardage for Miami. If they are okay there, they very well may win the game.
Yeah.
But I think Graham Mertz is the better quarterback of the two.
Yeah,
if Montreal Johnson can play, I think that's going to be huge. I mean, we're hearing this defense is going to be better for Florida. But Florida's they've got to block the Bain kid on that Miami defensive line. That's going to be big. So, I mean, I think it's within a touchdown. I could see it 30-23 or something of that nature.
Okay.
But it would be absolutely humongous for Florida if they can win this game.
Huge. Patric, I mean, 25 minutes left in the show. We won't talk again until Tuesday.
Yeah.
Florida, Miami, overall thoughts. Who do you think wins?
I think I'm going to look great out there, actually. I think I'm going to come with top to bottom hats, some blue sunglasses, a LaFave t-shirt.
Okay. Who's going to win and why?
I'm going to.
Why are we going down
tailgate to tailgate tomorrow?
Why are we going down
to the alumni
wardrobe?
That's what you just asked me. How am I? I'm going to be great. I'm going to look great. I'm going to feel good. Oh, we got to talk about the
game.
Oh yeah, that's right. The team with the most orange wins.
Ooh, guys hedging his bets. Well, Miami's wearing all white tomorrow.
So there you go.
Florida's going blue and
why don't
white.
we do? I don't think we white helmet is the only thing that we do. I think we're doing this year.
Is that right?
It'd be nice to do some games with a.
Did you care what uniform combination you played in?
No, because we didn't get as many varieties as football can do with pants and shirt.
I'm a little higher on Florida than I think most people are. I think Florida's in an 8-win-ish area. With that set to get to 8, they've got to win this game.
Yeah,
and the position group that I'm higher on, and it may just be indigestion. I may be dead wrong here. I think
we'll get you some pepped over that.
I think as the season plays out, Florida's offensive line is going to be better than people think. I think they have pieced this thing, and they've got players, and they've had some injuries. I think they've got guys in the right places. You know, there are 3 positions on the offensive line. There's center, there's guard, and there's tackle. Florida's bumped around a couple guys from the outside in, from the inside out. I think Florida's offensive line will end up being a strength of this football team.
Okay.
I really do. I like Austin Barber. I think that could be the difference. But both teams would love – if any team gets between 150 and 200, it's going to be hard to beat that team.
Yeah,
now, if they both get between 150 and 200, well, then you got a good game. I do think it's close.
I don't know if Miami – I mean, I don't follow them enough to know if they're going to run it that well.
Yeah. And Cam Ward is awfully feast or famine. Really looking at him all summer.
Big or small?
He throws for a lot of yards. He's thrown a lot of touchdowns. He's made a lot of big plays. He's also thrown for a ton of interceptions. He's put the ball on the ground.
It'd be nice to see 3 tomorrow.
Scuffled a lot, too.
3 interceptions would be great, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt. Graham Mertz, I expect him to have a Graham Mertz kind of game. Montrell Johnson, though, what does Florida do at running back? I mean, if Montrell Johnson, can he go tomorrow? Will he go? It sounds like yes. Will he have any stamina? I mean, it's hot tomorrow now. We don't have a cold front coming in. No. It is hot tomorrow. No. It is going to be hot tomorrow. How long does Montrell Johnson go? Because if Montrell Johnson doesn't go, Florida is in the Georgia running back area we were talking about. They have a lot of guys that haven't played much. Do they get the snap count and not jump if they have to play these young backs if Johnson can't go? Do they go to the right? Do they go to the left and supposed to go to the right and kill a play? Do they put a ball on the ground on a mesh? You know what I mean? Newness. I'll go with Florida. I think Florida, on the strength of their offensive line, will win this thing razor thin, 35-31, maybe something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Those guys in Vegas just know. I don't know. They just know.
Yeah. Yes. They have many ways to know. They have many moles everywhere. But
over there.
Back to your point on the offensive line. They love Jake Slaughter. At center, that they think he can really do something. They really like this Cameron Waits kid too, who's going to play. And our friend from Orangeburg High School, Rod Kearney, may get a look. So I'm with you on that. If this offensive line grows up pretty quickly, then this could be a different team before it's over.
You mentioned Jake Slaughter, the Gator center, And keep in mind, he got a lot of play last year because Kingsley, the kid from Rains,
Yeah.
who's been down there a long time, Kingsley was a nice, decent player for Florida when he was healthy. He missed a lot of time. Jake Slaughter played a lot. I wasn't high on Slaughter last year, but word is he's changed his body. I didn't think he was physical, Brent, last year.
Yeah.
Slaughter.
Yeah.
Word is a year's time, he's changed his body. He got the starting job. And I'm like you, Pro Football Talk, all these places are starting to go, this guy's one of the better centers in the conference.
Yeah.
If that's true, I really like Florida's offensive line.
By the way, have you guys seen, and look, I'm considering the source here. It was on Twitter. You've got a before and after picture of our friend in the defensive line, Dez.
Yes.
And it shows him like, way over 450, and then it shows him much slimmer. Look, I'll
believe it when I see it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And Brent, I think you were at – I was at the Orange Blue game. I don't know if I was sitting with you in April, and that was not long ago.
Right.
We came back. I know I came back, I think sitting right here, and said, my God, I'm concerned Des Watson for his health. He was so heavy. I mean, they listed him at 450. Pat, he had to be pushing 500 pounds.
Wow.
When I saw him in April, and we were in the press box watching him at the Orange and Blue game, and I'm like, well, he's listed as a starter. I hope I miss, and I hope he is svelte by his numbers. But Brent Beard, he was so big in April.
Yes, he was.
And I'm with you. I saw that picture. They had a split picture. And Brent, I don't know if I believe that other picture.
I don't either. I mean, the other picture shows him maybe.
I mean, he was.
Yeah. Hey, hey, Pat. When you were playing, I'm sure you had some guys who were overweight, and they had to lose some weight.
The only guy I can think of, DeMontre Harris. He wasn't overweight; just couldn't get in shape.
Who was it?
DeMontre Harris from South Carolina. He transferred after his sophomore year to Florida, and then Isaiah Stokes was
the brother
the brother of Jarnell Stokes. He was 350.
Yeah,
300,
and he transferred out too, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he would do well when he was at campus and had a program, but as soon as he went home for a semester, everything was undone.
Yeah.
And he was skilled.
Yeah. Brent, I'm with you though. He's listed as a starter and or kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can't believe Des Watson is anywhere near playing time for a first or second string. I can't. The biggest problem you've had, I got into this conversation, I think it was yesterday with a guy. Yeah, it was yesterday at the gym. His name came up somehow. The biggest problem with Des Watson is literally getting him on and off the field because the other team sees him, okay? And he can only play a couple snaps before he's winded. So what happens is if the line of scrimmage is at the 25-yard line, well, that's diagonally a long run.
Right.
If he plays 2 snaps, 3 snaps, and starts to come out of the game, and I mean this sincerely, and I'm not being mean, the eyes in the sky of the visiting team, all they do is go, 21's trying to come out of the game. He's a defensive player. So their offense goes to the line.
No huddle.
He's either A, you're going to snap the ball and get a too many men on the field penalty, or B, you force Florida to TO because he's 20 yards from the sideline.
I know, right?
They can't get him on and off the field.
And you know, it's
unless
guys don't even have to sprint. Like you notice guys don't have to sprint off the field for a substitution unless late game. But his non-sprint is just too slow.
But keep in mind, a guy that size, he comes in handy at goal line.
A goal line.
Well, think about where the line of scrimmage is at on the goal line. You're inside the 5-yard lines. So to go that far, if he starts coming into the game,
he couldn't just run straight to the side, just get off the field by the goal line.
There are parameters, and there's a reason why a sideline is not supposed to go past the 30s.
Got you.
Right? There's rules.
I didn't realize that.
And right, Brent, there are rules where you can go off. You can't just run out the back of the end zone.
Right.
And say, I'm not on the field. I'm not. So what happens, he is good at goal line. He's just this big guy. But goal line means at some point you got to go about 40 or 50 yards.
Diagonal to get to that.
If I see you trying to get on the field because you're a big nose tackle and it's goal to go, I've got the ball. You're Florida. I just call down, hurry up. And you say, we're going to catch this guy offsides, or we're going to make the other team. If I can make you take a timeout, I win. That's a good win. Yeah.
Did you guys see now I stayed up. You two were probably in the bed. I salute you for that. The end of the Minnesota-North Carolina game where the poor Minnesota kicker missed a 47-yard field goal. Well, they have got a fireworks display. Have y'all heard about this? No. They've got a fireworks display that goes off when they either make a big play or they win the game. Well, somebody accidentally hit the button, and even though Minnesota, a home game, lost the game, the fireworks went off after their kicker missed the field goal.
Oh, that's brutal.
What a waste of money, too. They could have saved that for next week.
That's brutal. Brent, speaking of that game, we haven't spent any time. A couple things. North Carolina beats Minnesota last night. That's a nice win for the ACC over the Big Ten on the road. But it looks like Max Johnson, the North Carolina quarterback, is seriously hurt, right?
Yeah.
What a shame. That was a nice win for Carolina last night.
Yeah. He was they hauled him off in a cart, too. And by the way, guys, how about Kerwin Bell's Western Carolina team
about that.
being ahead of North Carolina State in the third quarter?
Yeah.
I was quite impressed in that situation.
Yeah, that was a nice showing by Kerwin. They led going into the fourth quarter. They got beat at the end, but that was nice. All right, Brent, we'll go ahead and let you go. Obviously, we're going to come back and wrap up the show. Enjoy the first real weekend. I call this tomorrow the real start of college football season.
Yeah.
And by the way, I did the math. Congratulations to you, Brent, to you, Patrick, to myself, to everybody watching. We only had to weather 238 days between Michigan beating Washington and tomorrow. But we've made it, boys and girls.
Right.
We have made it. Brent, enjoy the weekend. I know you're going to have fun watching all this ball. Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate you guys very much, and we will certainly talk in person or at least staring at each other in some way, in some form or fashion, okay?
You got it. That is our buddy Brent Beard. Knows college ball, college sports, college football, and basketball about as well as anybody. Let's take one final break.
Yes.
And we'll put a bow on this week. We'll have an extended weekend. We won't be back until Tuesday. Final segment here on the week and the day. Coming to you live from Brix, Jax Beach.
For those dealing with pain from a sports injury, arthritis, or spine condition, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists offers innovative new non-surgical options. Our regenerative medicine treatments, including platelet-rich plasma and other regenerative treatments, use your body's own restorative cells to aid in treating injuries. These procedures are performed in our offices and typically require minimal downtime. If you want to get back to doing what you love, our regenerative treatment options may be right for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Brix Jax Beach features all that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Brix Jax Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Brix Jax Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
It's a new logo, new branding. With Bold City Heating and Air, it's an old school approach. One of the few locally owned and operated air conditioning businesses left in Jacksonville. It's hot, Florida in the summer. You can't do much to avoid it, but you can keep cool with Bold City Heating and Air. It's every customer counts kind of service, from when these trucks have pulled up to my home over the last couple of years and when they pull into your driveway as well. From communication to pricing to the actual service, everyone at Bold City Heating and Air cares about you. You know who's coming to your house. You know they will be well trained, and they will respect your home. Air conditioning convenience at boldcityac.com. Stay cool while it gets hot. Bold City Heating and Air can help. Don't get caught sweating all summer. boldcityac.com, and they have financing to help. New systems starting at $110 a month and $50 off any repairs. Stay safe, stay comfortable with Bold City Heating and Air at boldcityac.com. Homegrown in your hometown.
And taking us home on a Friday from Brix Jacks Beach is Patric Young. You get final words. You got anything, wisdom, any party knowledge?
No.
3-day weekend.
No.
What are you going to impart on the masses? Tell them.
One thing is, why is the Labor Day weekend made such a big deal in terms of travel? It's only one extra day. It's not. I mean, a 3-day weekend does give you, if you can get out Thursday night, sure. But it just doesn't seem sufficient enough to really, like, you could stay close by and get a lot done in that time. But anyways, I wanted to talk about tailgating.
Okay.
Back to tailgating.
Tomorrow.
What makes the perfect tailgate? Start with asking you, Terry. Indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors. Absolutely.
Absolutely outdoors.
Outdoor, not even in
why outdoors?
You need to see the sky and fresh air. And I mean outdoors, not even in a parking garage. No, outdoors. No parking garage. Outdoors.
Yeah, I think
100%.
My grandparents were RV people. They would tailgate out on Gale Limeran before they built and stuff. And outdoors, you got space to play games.
Yeah,
you got to be able to throw the pigskin at least once out there.
I agree. I'm fine if it's on asphalt, but I'd prefer grass.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm okay.
Grass.
I'm okay if it's outdoors with a good setup with asphalt, but I'd prefer grass too. You?
Yeah, absolutely. Without it, well, we'll see this year how I feel about it.
Good.
Go tailgate
Did
in the
you get your
woods
parking?
Yeah, I got my parking taken care of.
Good people.
Yeah,
I want a good crowd, and not. Sometimes you get bad guy. You get too much drinking guy. You get
too much drinking
guy.
You
get Bogart guy, the guy that shows up with a 6-pack with one left. Yeah, here's what I brought. No, where are the other 5? That guy.
How much drinking is too much drinking? At what point how much drinking is too much drinking?
At
what point do you cross?
I don't want sloppy guy at my tailgate. Sloppy
alcohol
guy.
It just slowly makes you tired and just slower. And
I want to be able to watch the game.
You want to be able to watch the
Pay
game,
attention.
right?
I don't understand guys that get plastered going into a game.
You got to do that so you can cheer your team on at maximum volume.
I don't know.
I hope I'm next to you when the cute girl offers you a Jello shot to see you.
Well,
take it.
I'll tell you exactly what I would tell her. I'll take 2, please. 2, please. Yeah. No, but I've never, being honest for a minute, we got 1 minute left, never understood the concept of going to a big game and the fan wants to get, and their goal is to get obliterated going in. how do you didn't really follow the game? You didn't really comprehend the game?
I just
don't get that concept. Never have.
It just doesn't make sense because
I've never had.
running out of
I have a completely different perspective though. See, I went to the University of South Carolina. I had to watch the Gamecocks play football. I want to remember as little as possible from that game.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So
drink your sorrows.
Exactly.
We got to be close.
Your sorrows definitely drink them away. All right, let's. 38 seconds, Patrick. 19 seconds. 18. It's on you, Patrick. We're out of here. I'll talk to you guys on Monday.
I'll see you.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
we're off Monday.
I'll see you
we're
in
off
person
Monday.
at some point tomorrow.
Yep.
If meet at the press box. But
enjoy the football.
Everyone, enjoy football. We are finally back. Everybody, have a great weekend.
Adios, everybody.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Brix Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Brix Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Brix Jack's Beach.
For over 20 years, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has been providing the highest level of orthopedic and spine care to patients throughout Northeast Florida. Now, we're making that same great care even more convenient with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Direct, a walk-in clinic where you can be seen for pain or injuries with no appointment needed. Staffed by orthopedic physicians and specialists, we offer everything from diagnosis and treatment to imaging and bracing, all with no appointment needed. For more information, hours, and locations, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dynamic Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
Summertime means sizzling sales at Nimnick Buick GMC. The #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville has lots of inventory to choose from with their best price guarantee. Nimnick never charges above MSRP. You can save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierras or get rates as low as 1.9%.
You know, I'm a truck guy. GMC Sierra, my trim level is an SLT. This one's an Elevation. Pretty good looking color as well. So here at Nimnick Buick GMC, you have a lot to pick from. My father-in-law, he drives this, an Enclave, so I feel like that GMC in the family. 2025 is coming around the corner, which means it's almost time to close out those 2024s this summer.
You can schedule a test drive at NimnickBuickGMC.com, and while you're there, check your trade value and customize your payment options. Nimnick is there for you, even on Sundays. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.